The start of my opening sequence uses an extreme close-up of the female character's lips. This idea was taken from Vertigo by Alfred Hitchcock. The red lipstick was influenced by the Rocky Horror Picture Show. This was intended to characterise her as a femme fatale, making the audience more likely to believe the male lead's descent into madness as he becomes obsessed with the idea that his fiancée may be cheating on it. My opening sequence was designed to slowly build tension as the codes and conventions of a thriller dictate. The slow build suddenly dropping into an everyday life mourning raises unanswered questions which enhances the sense of tension. In keeping with codes and conventions of a thriller, I've used photographs as one of my props. The photos are all of Christina Norris playing the female lead, other than one that is developing. In all the photos, she's wearing dresses and makeup or carrying out typically effeminate tasks, such as putting on makeup, doing her hair, etc. The purpose of this was to portray her in a typically effeminate, seductive manner. As she's my only female, this sequence portrays women stereotypically. It implies that they are vain and vulnerable. Portraying women in this way means that once the story begins, the audience will be more likely to sympathise with the male lead and believe that she'd be capable of cheating, but also feel sorry for her as she gets caught up in everything. One photo is too dark to see anything on. This is a photo with the director of photography on. This image was an attempt to take a Polaroid photo through a window. Even though that didn't actually work very well, I really liked the photo, and the collection just looked too light without this one. Challenging thriller conventions, my music choice features a music box playing. This music is quite cheerful, and I think that the whole childishness of it makes the stalker appear even creepier. As a major theme in my film is superstition, I've placed superstitious symbols around the room. For example, the idea that bad things come in three is demonstrated by Dan Ovenden putting up 3 photos on his bedroom wall. On the desk, there are 13 bottles of body wash, aerosol, etc., and there are 13 photos up on the cupboard. Finally, on the further desk is a Bible. The low-key lighting in the bedroom and the pathetic fallacy of the gloomy weather is another way I've stuck to the codes and conventions of a psychological thriller. Due to the fact that filming in poor lighting reduces the camera quality and focus, I filmed the bedroom in good light and then darkened it later in editing. This was something I had to learn while doing it. I've never used Vegas movie studios before. Another technique I learned in this process was how to overlay footage. This was shown in the credits. In order to make it appear that there were more photos taken, I used the same clip twice and overlaid one slightly more zoomed in with a slight delay at approximately 50% opacity. Finally, I also learned all about music editing software on Aviary. This software had clips of non-copyright music that I edited together to make the music for my piece. I think that the improvement for my minor task has been substantial. For example, my shot reverse shots have the camera in the exact same place through each shot, whereas in my minor task they were all slightly different. There's also a bit of matte on action with the teapot. I think that looks a lot better than the matte on action that I had with the door. It just looks a bit more natural. Twentieth Century Fox is one of the 6 major American film studios. Founded in 1904 by William Fox, the studio has become one of the most recognised film studios in the world. Like other major companies, Fox felt that California would be the best place to hold year-round production due to the temperate climate. In 2005, Fox bought MySpace, an interactive social networking site. A year later, Fox Atomic was created, a company that produces and markets theatrical movies and digital content targeting the 17 to 24-year-old demographic across all media platforms. Personally, I feel that 20th Century Fox would be the best company for me to use as a distributor. Due to the fact that one of their subsidiary companies target the same demographic as my film, they'd be able to understand what I need to do to ensure that my film is accessible to this age range. As well as this, I feel that my film would go in with their collection easily.